a few weeks ago, I was asked to come on by 850 KOA. That's the radio flagship, home of the Denver Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
They came on and had me talk with Benjamin Albright and former Broncos safety Nick Ferguson. And I was saying, this might be the most opportune time to trade Pat Surtain, because at the time the Broncos were 1-5, getting ready to go into a game against the Green Bay Packers, and it looked bleak. I mean, we're talking about fire sale on everybody. Cortland Sutton was on the move potentially. Jerry Jeudy was on the move potentially. Josie Jewell, Justin Simmons, and everyone's like, well, Pat Surtain is untouchable. At that particular point, I don't think Pat Surtain was untouchable, because if you're going to start a fire sale, what's the most valuable commodity you have on this team that's not Russell Wilson? It's Pat Surtain. If you can get, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, maybe a couple of players or something like that for a player like Pat Surtain, who I think is the best cornerback in football. Sorry, Jets fans. Sauce Gardner can whatever.
I disagree. I disagree.
You're fired up a Jets fan.
No, I like Pat Surtain. I like him, but I don't know if he's better than Sauce, but that's my opinion.
Pat Surtain does a hell of a lot more than Sauce Gardner does without grabbing every single.
Well, hold on one second. Well, first of all, they don't throw it to Sauce Gardner. That's not his fault. I mean, this happened with Darrelle Revis. Nobody wants to throw it to his side. That was the first touchdown he gave up all season long. I mean, seriously. I mean, Pat Surtain's fantastic. I love him. I think he's a great player. I followed him from college. Remember, he came from JUCO. Yeah, he was on JUCO. I followed him all the way from high school into the college football. He's a fantastic talent. There's no question that he is, and we expected him. He's a high draft talent, and I remember when the Broncos drafted him. He's sensational. He's an all-pro type of corner. There's no question that he is, but. It's your opinion. I mean, we can go back and forth on who's better. I mean, but I like Pat Surtain.
It's my opinion that Pat Surtain is better than Sauce Gardner, and I'm right and you're wrong. So there's that. No, I'm playing.
I know.
But for real right now, and like I said, doing that interview with KOA, I was very much on let's start the fire sale. I mean, we're 1-5. We just gave up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins. I was 700 yards, 350 yards on the damn ground, guys. Like it was awful. I was more along the lines of let's start to move on from this, rebuild this core in the way that Sean Payton wants to see it. And if you get the right offer for a guy like Pat Surtain, then you have to consider it, because this team lacks talent, plain and simple. Evolve and fast forward 4 weeks. Now you're back to 5-5. You're right in the thick of the playoff chase. The Kansas City Chiefs are not playing the same level of football that we're used to seeing. And the Cincinnati Bengals just lost Joe Burrow. There's a shot here that Denver can go on a little mini run and they could potentially get themselves into the playoff chase. That said, I think Pat Surtain is the best player on this team, and as of right now, this is going on year 3. You better sign him, because he's going to be $130 million cornerback if you don't.
I know one thing you like to do is make fun of the Raiders. They had you want to say a fire sale joke of a team that shouldn't happen. I know you like to pick on Josh McDaniels, as everyone else does. So what are your thoughts on that whole situation?
My thoughts are this. All you needed to do was take one look at what happened with the Broncos back in 2009, 2010 with Josh McDaniels, and then a second look at what happened with Josh McDaniels when he accepted the job and then backed out of the job with the Indianapolis Colts, to know exactly how the tenure for Josh McDaniels was going to turn out with the Las Vegas Raiders. It's a laughing stock at the NFL level. I mean, I have it sourced on good information here. One of the first things that Josh McDaniels did at the Las Vegas Raiders training facility when he first got hired on as coach was he reverse tinted all of the windows, mirrored all the windows on the inside so that nobody on the inside of the building could look out over the practice field, so they couldn't take video and send it to their sources. Like he literally made it so that you could not talk about anything Raiders football outside of the building. Like, plain and simple. This dude is toxic. He's a smart offensive football mind, but when you can't figure out a way to build relationships with any of your players, any of your coaches, anybody from the front office, it doesn't matter how smart your X's and O's are. You have to figure out a way to build relationships in the NFL level, and he couldn't do it. And I'm glad. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Like, let's go. The fact that the Raiders are crashing and burning because of Josh McDaniels, I'm here for this life. I'm here for it.